Trackus14 says, what is that HUD? Looks so good. That is my custom-made HUD that I specifically use versus fish. Like it's not overboard with numbers, because I think some of those intricate like little numbers that the coffee HUD has, like you never gain a big enough sample versus fish to actually properly use those. So I like to use a more simplified version of the HUD versus fish. So I use that. I got that one custom made a few years ago. Jackstack99, how many hands do you to trust the stats in flop, turn, river versus fish? How many hands do you need? I would start depends on the position. Like for flops, like even after like 6 or 7 flops, you can start to draw some conclusions. But it depends also, like how fast are they playing? Because sometimes you get a feel for how aggressive or how tight a fish is just based on like their speed of play, and you can get that as fast as like maybe 4 or 5 hands. You can already kind of like lean one way towards the other, but you're still kind of guessing at that point, obviously. I would prefer to have like 10 hands on the flop, let's say like 6 hands on the turn, and like 7, 8 hands on the river. I need some sort of sample to make like strong conclusions. But you can start like it's kind of a difficult question to answer. I don't have like a specific amount, like, or after this number of hands I'm going to make this conclusion or whatever else. There's nothing like that. And what about pre-flop? The next question is really funny. So he says, what about pre-flop? Pre-flop, I think you can start to draw conclusions after like literally as little as like 8 hands or less. Like you can tell, like if the fish folded like 3 out of the first 4 buttons, you can already start drawing conclusions that he's probably a major fish. But it depends. Like sometimes you can't draw any conclusions depending on how those first 8 to 10 hands were played, right? At Jackstack99, how many hours do you recommend to do my spin sessions? I would recommend short sessions, like an hour and a half, because you want to give yourself frequent breaks to make sure you're not going to like overexhaust your brain. And in spins, you can just do that. You can play as long as you want, and then take a break. Play 90 minutes, take 15 minutes away from the computer, go outside, take a walk, go exercise, do some workouts, and then get back to the tables feeling fresh and beautiful. So I would definitely highly recommend that. I'll just give you quickly how you can focus more on the poker tables right here, right now. It's not about, because some people are like, how can I focus? It's not about, so focus is not really about what you do. What I would recommend if you have focus problems, read the book, The One Thing. It's an excellent book. And it talks about how people that have trouble focusing, it's not because they can't focus, but it's more so because there's too many other things taking your attention. For example, your cell phone. You can put your cell phone on airplane mode. You can make sure your Skype notifications are not on. You can make sure your Facebook browser is not open. So if you eliminate all the distractions, eliminates the chance of a human coming to talk to you, eliminates anybody that can bother you, eliminate any kind of noise around you, any TV, any music, any YouTube, any Facebook, any Instagram, any phone notifications, any Skype notifications, all those things. If you get rid of all those things, your brain is just going to focus on the poker. You can trust me on that. So try that. Very simple fix there.